Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know It, the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dale Minyo. Hey, just a reminder, Jeff Martin Auctioneers will be having a big auction in Lima on December 17th at 9 a.m. for an auction featuring the absolute complete dispersal of Ohio ag equipment. You can check out more details at jeffmartinauctioneers.com. Let's check in with Jeff Reese as he has an update with one of the Grow Next Gen projects.
I'm visiting with soybean producers Eric and Adele Flynn of Lorain County about their involvement with Grow Next Gen, which is a project of the Ohio Soybean Council and Soybean Checkoff. Flynn's, thanks for being with us today. First off, could you, Eric, just tell me a little bit of background about your farm and what you guys are doing in Lorain County?
So we run about 1,100 acres of corn, soybeans, and then we also grow rye that we sell as cover crop seed. I have alfalfa and grass hay mix for our cows. We raise cattle and show goats also.
Adele, you're very involved with a number of different boards. How are you involved with the Soybean Council in particular?
Eric is the boots on the ground at the farm, and I'm the advocacy piece. So the newest venture is Ohio Soybean Council. I've been on that for about a year.
The virtual field trips that you guys participated in with the Grow Next Gen program, why is that so important from a perspective of the Ohio Soybean Council, first off, to get those virtual field trips in place to connect those students with the farm?
Grow Next Gen, and Ohio Soybean Council has been doing these field trips since 2018. And in that time, they've reached over 103,000 students. Most of these students probably aren't going to be farmers. Just as Eric and I learn every time we do these field trips, new things about soy and where it's used, we're hoping that we can spark some interest in the students to maybe get into science within soy, because any expanded market for us as farmers is a great thing.
And thanks, Matt. Today's weather is brought to you by Seed Consultant, Simply Better Performance. Here's the forecast.
Very cold today and tomorrow. We're seeing some of the coldest air that we've seen in, several weeks at least, and maybe several months, as we see where our overnight lows drop tonight into tomorrow. It's not going to be quite as cold as what we were anticipating a few days ago. No below zero temperatures the way it looks right now, but still quite chilly across the region. Once we get into the weekend, we're going to start to see temperatures moderate, particularly Saturday. The temperatures start to climb overnight Saturday night into Sunday. Rain comes through here, half an inch or less for the most part in Ohio. And then we follow that up with a moderate Monday before a frontal boundary brings more precipitation Tuesday into Wednesday, starting with rain, maybe ending with snow. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Well, the National Milk Producers Federation is thanking the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee for recognizing dairy's important role in a healthy diet and its continued recommendation of 3 servings of dairy for Americans 2 years and older. Throughout the process, the committee looked carefully at the nutrition dairy products provide. The committee's scientific review showed that reducing or eliminating dairy from the diets leads to undernourishment in key nutrients for millions of Americans. The review also made clear that expanding the food group to include additional plant-based alternative beverages outside of fortified soy is not supported by scientific evidence. Specifically, the committee noted the direct substitution of plant-based milk alternatives for cow's milk within the patterns may introduce unintended consequences for meeting other nutrient recommendations and may vary by product selected. Time now for the Midday Market Analysis provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Doug Tunney with Leist Mercantile providing your midweek fundamentals. The corn price action the last few weeks gave us an excellent teaching lesson on fundamentals. It certainly has been a period of frustration for producers and traders. It was stuck going nowhere. Multiple times, Ryan and I have spoken jointly. Our corn was not going up, and in the same breath we could say it was not going down. Chart action on the March contract reveals sideways price activity, frustrating both bulls and bears. Think of the price action like a spring. When you try to compress it, you cannot stay in that mode, and the spring reacts. Similarly, corn has broken out to the upside with March up 6 cents yesterday. U.S. corn ending stocks will reduce 200 million bushels on the increasing demand detailed with the USDA report. That was a huge surprise. Closes the next few days will be important barometers. Please visit our website at leistmercantile.com to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Thanks, Doug. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Remember yesterday, December corn after the report was up 6.5. The January beans were up 4 3/4, and July wheat up 3 3/4. Can we continue? Yes, we can. December corn up 2 at 442.5. March up 1/4 cent at 449 1/4. January beans up 2 1/4, trading 9.97. Keep them to March. You're $10 3 1/4 cent, up 3. December wheat, if you've got any left, is unchanged at 542. If you're looking for the new crop, it's up 4.5 at 581.5 cents. In livestock, December cattle $190.50, up 65. February up 70 cents at 189.72. December lean hogs $83.40, up 47. February's up 52 cents at $85.10. March feeder cattle $258.75, up $1.30. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.